Welcome to another edition of the Northstars Show here on Shaw Cable. I'm your host, Bradley Karp, and this week we have a chance to talk to head coach Dustin Levesque about the week that was against the Winnipeg Thrashers, a big win against a very powerful opponent in the Manitoba Midget AAA Hockey League, and of course offensive, defensive players of the week, and the week to come, a three-game road swing against three very important opponents as the team heads into the stretch run for the playoffs at home for the first time in what I understand is the last 3 years, and of course a good chance for you to win some nice prizes. Pair of tickets to number one Northstars hockey games, and then 3 sets of tickets to different events for Winterfest here in town. Stay tuned. Here in conversation with Northstars head coach Dustin Levesque, who's all of a sudden a little taller than he normally is. He's wearing his goalie skates. I'm not that short, okay? Just want to make sure everyone knows that. Dustin, 2 big games last weekend and 1 really big result.
Yeah, for sure. That game on Friday night against the Thrashers, really exciting for the fans that were there. Went to a 10-person shootout. We had a bad break to go down 2-1 in the third, I thought. Puck bounced up on Justin, and they found the puck before us, but we were lucky to get another one late to tie it up. Killed off a penalty in overtime, 4-on-3, and then went through the shootout and came out on top of that. So it was a huge win for the team, big for our confidence, and nice to get 2 points from a Winnipeg team, which is one of the goals these guys set for themselves.
Now, what were your keys in the win against Winnipeg on the Friday that didn't happen on Saturday in the 5-2 loss?
Well, I think we gave up more opportunities in the slot. We didn't protect the middle of the ice as well on Saturday, and we had quite a slow start on Saturday night. Winnipeg came out pretty a little ticked off after their loss, and they came out flying, and we didn't match that in the first period. We started to get things rolling, but we ran into penalty trouble in the second game more so than the first. So the shots were similar, but the quality of chances for Winnipeg was higher on Saturday night, and we have to stay out of that box.
Now, who are your offensive and defensive player of the week?
I'm going to go with Jamieson. He scored 2 goals on Saturday. He played well for us this weekend. And defensive, you got to go with Justin. He played well both nights. But he get 110 shots, 120 shots, something like that.
Made 55 or 57 saves on the Friday night.
Yeah, so this is his second year in a row. He's played a really good game against the Thrashers and got a win against them. So good job by Justin, and definitely he's our defensive player for sure.
Now, Lodi Ipley, is it?
Yep, that's right. I've said it wrong myself for 2 years, but you're right.
There you go. I'm glad I got it right the first time. Lodi Ipley has been on the score sheet a little more in the second half of the season. What's he doing differently that's contributing to a little more goals?
Well, I think his confidence is up. He's got a lot of speed, and we talked about it in the newspaper with him, but he just shoots the puck from anywhere now. He's got a good, quick shot, and it's tough for goaltenders to pick up when he's shooting through screens. And he's kind of like Jamieson. He's just putting pucks on net. Jamieson there, not to jump away from Lodi, but I mean, Jamieson hit the crossbar from the goal line pretty much on in Saturday's game, so he'll shoot from anywhere. So does Lodi, and they're both scoring goals as a result.
Are you sure it's not because of Jamieson's shoulder pads that he's doing so well?
That's got to help. He's looser, he's got that range of motion more than everybody else.
Certainly, and looking ahead to this weekend, games against Interlake, Central Plains, and Winnipeg Wild Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
What's the goal? What are you looking to do? And what do you think is, 3 different teams in terms of talent. Obviously, you have the Wild, who are top of the league, and then Interlake, who's ahead of the Northstars, and Central Plains sort of the same middle of the pack.
Yeah, so it's always tough for these road trips because you got to prepare differently for each team from a coaching staff's perspective. So we got to come out with a plan for how we want the players to adjust and how we expect them to play. In saying that, you don't want to make things too complicated for them. They have to stick with what works. And the big thing is that effort, decide which type of forecheck we're going to go with for that particular night, try and figure out your line combinations, and just come out focused and prepared and ready to go. So Interlake, the boys always get up on their own to play them. We've had tough matches against Interlake over the years, and there's always a little bit of a rivalry there. Central Plains beat us. They actually shut us out on the road the last time we played them, so we'll be itching to get back at them, I'm sure. And then the Wild, who gave us a bit of a stomping at home, but we scored the 5 goals on them the last time we played them and gave them a really good game on the road the last time. So, you got to strive to try and win every one of those games, but 3 games in 3 days is tough. We just got to take it night by night.
Now, before I let you go, Bruce Highway scored his first ever goal as a Norman North Star this weekend.
Yep.
Sent the game into overtime.
Yep.
What happened on the play?
Oh, I didn't see exactly what happened on the play. You can ask Lodi about what happened there. But from what I heard and what I saw on the replay the next day, was Brady kind of tied up the draw. Evan did a good job to step in and pick up the loose puck, threw it back to Bruce, and Bruce just let a shot go. And finally went in for him, kind of seeing eye puck, and that was a critical goal for us, and he couldn't ask for a better one to score to be his first.
And how is he feeling afterwards?
Oh, pumped. You got to be pumped after that. He's been goose-egged for I don't know how many games he's played so far, but it was definitely, he was thrilled to get that first goal.
Great, thank you, Dustin.
No problem.
Hi, my name is Teen Quinn. My number is 23. My position is 23.
And now it's time for your favorite part of the show, and this week I get to have a little fun too as I'm sitting in the Bobcat, and hopefully the TRCC crew will let me take it on for a little spin. Last week's winner was Angie Bear. She walked away with an autographed puck and hat, and this week's prize is 2 pairs of tickets to any of the remaining regular season Norman North Star hockey games, and a pair of tickets to 3 different events at Winterfest for this coming year. And your question this week, what is the name of the Norman North Star's old mascot?
Boy, isn't the shootouts exciting, especially when you're tied up with a team like the Thrashers. Who would expect it to be like this? Maybe the North Stars did. Here they go. Brendan Barron takes his time now. He's really taking his time coming in there now. He's slowly coming in. He takes a look, and he's coming back. What a move there! Oh, that was a beauty move there. He took it back on the back.
And 1 minute with Brendan Barron. Brendan, on the weekend you scored a shootout goal. I've heard that with the move, you're 3 for 4. What's the move?
The move is the one-hander.
Can you give me an example? An imaginary?
I like to start off coming down really slow, and I'll speed it up about at the hash marks. I'll give it a little leg kick, then I'll go my forehand, the goalie will follow me, drag me over, and then I'll slip it over with the one-hander.
And then in your head, do you say backhand sheds?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. So this is you trying to be Swedish, right? With the blonde hair, the original Zetterberg move, and then he copied it from Forsberg.
Yeah.
Is that the intent? The
Yeah.
Creighton kid is going to be a Swede.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Facebook or Twitter?
Twitter.
Cleanest teammate?
Boyd Langen.
Last magazine you bought? PG-13.
I don't buy magazines. Well, I bought the new hockey news, actually. It'd probably be the last one I bought.
There you go.
Yeah.
Favorite day of the week?
Friday.
Turkey or chicken?
Pardon?
Turkey or chicken?
Chicken.
Favorite class?
Gym.
And which teammate's always late for everything?
Usually our household, actually. Me, Boyd, and Tanner were really late.
Favorite soft drink?
Pepsi.
Favorite TV show?
One Tree Hill.
Last movie you watched?
I watched one yesterday. What was it? Fubar.
And who's your favorite player in the NHL?
Sidney Crosby.
Who's your second favorite player in the NHL who's not out with a concussion?
Probably James Neal.
Solid answer. And your favorite restaurant to eat in town?
In town?
Yeah.
Boston Pizza.
On the road?
Thunders and Dauphin was pretty good.
There you go. Thank you.
No problem.
That's just about all the time we have this week. And before I let you go, I want to thank head coach Dustin Levesque for once again taking time with us today, and as well as Brendan Barron for letting us do 1 minute with. And remember, your question this week, what is the name of the Norman North Stars old mascot? Facebook, email, or Twitter, and you'll get your chance to win that nice little package of prizes and tickets for here around town Norman North Star hockey games and 3 different events to the Winterfest for this year. And this weekend, Paul and I will both be on the road covering the Norman North Stars road trip. So we'll be going down to see the team play Interlake and Central Plains and the Winnipeg Wild. And the games will be broadcast live on CHTM. The game on Friday is against Interlake, and we'll start pregame just about 15 minutes to 8. Central Plains at 4:45, and Winnipeg Wild on Sunday at 12:15. Hopefully you'll have a chance to tune in, and I want to thank you all for watching.